she was a powerhouse of a person. Danielle wanted love, but after meeting on a dating app, this coward took her life. This isn't just a story about another crime. This is about Danielle. Imagine a young woman, full of life, with that spark in her eyes, that infectious laugh. All she wanted, like most of us, was to find someone to share that life with. Not fame, not fortune, just love. But she met him on a dating app. A place we're told is safe, a place to connect. And he took everything, not in some quick, clean way, but in a way that leaves a stain on your soul. He didn't just end her life, he stole her future, her potential, the very essence of who she was. You need to know who Danielle was. Not as a victim, but as a person. She was a teacher, for God's sake, shaping young minds, guiding them, inspiring them. She loved playing football, the camaraderie. They're broken, they're hollowed out with grief. They want their daughter, their sister back. They want to know why the hell this happened. Because a life, a real, vibrant, irreplaceable life, was cut. A life brimming with laughter, with plans, with people who loved her more than words can ever express. A life that mattered. The guy she met? He seemed normal, charming even. That's the most terrifying part of this whole damn thing. He wasn't some monster lurking in the shadows, some obvious villain. He was the guy next door. The guy you might pass on the street without a second glance. But he had a darkness inside him, a history, a long, documented, undeniable history of violence against women. And Dani didn't know. She had no way of knowing what was lurking behind that smile, behind those first few dates, behind the carefully constructed image he presented to the world. His name was Ashley Gaddy. Burn that name into your memory. He's not some tragic accident. He's a repeat offender. 5 women, 5 separate women, had to seek legal protection from him. 5 times the system was warned. 5 times alarm bells should have been ringing. But he was out on bail, walking free among us, free to meet Danielle, free to deceive her, free to lure her into a false sense of security, free to kill her. Bail. That word alone should make your blood boil. How in God's name was this man free? How many red flags did they miss? What he did to her. It's almost too hard to say. There was no warning, no struggle she could have won. She didn't stand a chance. He strangled her to death. Those words, they're brutal, I know. They're ugly. But that's the reality. That's the cold, hard truth of what happened. A young woman, full of life and hope, killed in her own home, a place that should have been her sanctuary. Her family is haunted, forever scarred by the image of her final moments, by the terror she must have felt in those last, agonizing minutes. The system didn't just fail her, it betrayed her. It betrayed every woman who has ever been a victim of domestic violence. It ignored the warning signs, the clear and present danger. It valued the perpetrator's supposed rights over a woman's right to safety, a woman's right to life. Her family is not just grieving, they're enraged. They're demanding answers, accountability. They're living a waking nightmare, a nightmare that was entirely preventable. If he'd been where he belonged, locked away, where he couldn't hurt anyone, she'd still be here. That's the simple, brutal, infuriating truth of it all. A lone candle burns, its light barely holding back the encroaching darkness. A wilting flower lies crushed, a shattered mirror lies still, its fractured surface capturing the faint ambient light of the night. A stark image flashes, an overturned chair, a shattered necklace. We have a problem. A big, ugly, festering problem with violence against women in this country, in this world. It's not just numbers on a page, statistics in a report. It's not just a domestic issue. It's about women like Danielle, women with names, with faces, with dreams, with families who love them. The cold, impersonal nature of bureaucracy is revealed in the stark, unfeeling documents. And how many more have to die? How many more lives have to be shattered? How many more families torn apart before we finally get our act together? If you're watching this and you're scared, or you're hurting, or you know someone who is, please, for God's sake, get help. Don't stay silent. Don't let fear paralyze you. Call 1-800-RESPECT. It's not weakness to ask for help. It's an act of courage, an assertion of your right to safety, to life. It's a way out of the darkness. Because every woman, every single one, deserves to be safe.